Hey, you guys, it's Matt Fraser, the Psychic Medium, and I am live right now. Come join me. All right, this is amazing. The other day, I posted on Facebook and I said, hey, let's go live this next week. I really want to know what you guys think I should talk about. What would you like to hear the most from me? And it's funny, every time I put out one of those questions, right? You never know what the hell's going to come back. You never know what someone's going to ask you, what people are interested in. So I was scrolling back through all the topics that all of you guys were telling me that you were interested in about hearing about mediumship and the other side. And there was one question that one of you guys left on my Facebook page that got the most amount of attention. And then when I looked on YouTube and when I also looked on TikTok, I realized everybody else was wondering this question too. It was something that completely came out of the blue. It's something that I never thought that you guys would ask me or even be, even want to know. So here's the question, all right? Is that the question that I was asked is, Matt, how the hell do you talk to dead people and not stop talking? How can you hear the spirits? How can you connect with the spirits? How is it that you can do a reading, right, and not stop talking at the same time? How is that possible? I genuinely want to know. So I want to tell you guys, I am here with the genuine answer and to tell you exactly how it works and how it is that I do what I do. And I got to tell you guys, I'm actually excited that you asked me that because I love talking about what takes place behind the scene. And I see that so many of you guys are here right now. I see Diane is here. I see Nancy is here. And I see Diane is here as well. And I see Alan is here and Linda is here. You guys, I am so excited to see you. And first of all, while we're waiting for a few more people to join, please don't forget, I sent out, I don't know if you guys are on my email newsletter list, but I just sent out an email newsletter this morning letting you guys know that I'm heading back on tour September 29th. Right, in just 9 days, I'm heading back on tour. Here's where you can come and see me live in person. On September 29th, I'm heading to Canada. I'll be giving live readings at Casino New Brunswick in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. Then I'm coming to Harris, Michigan on October 6th and October 7th. I'll be giving live readings at the Island Resort Casino. I'm also coming to Omaha, Nebraska on October 14th. I'll be giving live readings at the Holland Center. The Holland Center for the Performing Arts. I'm also coming to Kansas City, Missouri, where I'll be giving live readings at the Uptown Theater on October 15th. I also am coming to Laughlin, Nevada, to the Edgewater Resort Casino. I'll be giving live readings there. I'm coming to Santa Rosa, California on November 25th. I'll be giving live readings at the, November 26th at the, where am I coming? Santa Rosa, California, November 26th. Oh, the Luther Burbank Center for the Arts. And I'm also coming to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, so the Wind Creek Event Center. I'm also coming to Mashantucket, Connecticut, to Fox's Resort Casino, but that's now sold out. And I'm also coming to Wheatlands, California, to give live readings at the Hard Rock, Sacramento. So if any of those dates are near you, you can get your tickets at meetmattfraser.com, meetmattfraser.com. And I also want you guys to know that you can join me for a live online reading as well. I do live readings right here in this office. September is sold out. October is sold out, but there's a few dates that I have available in November. To reserve your spot, just go to meetmattfraser.com, meetmattfraser.com, and click on online readings. All right, you guys, we got to get to this. All right, here's the question. Let me type it up so that everyone can see. This is the question that all of you guys have been asking me, okay, across all platforms. And it's actually funny. The question is, Matt, how do you talk to the dead when you don't stop talking, all right, when you're doing a reading? How is it that you can go and do a reading and speak to spirit simultaneously when you don't shut the hell up, okay? Well, first of all, what I want you guys to know is this, is that as fast as I'm talking to you guys when I'm doing a reading, as fast as I'm talking to you about your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, or whoever who had died, that's exactly as fast as how your loved ones in spirit come through to me. And I got to be honest, you guys, when I'm giving a reading, I talk really quickly because I'm so afraid of missing out on something. I'm so afraid of not telling you something that your mom is saying or that your dad is saying. And listen, to psychics and mediums, everyone communicates differently. Some psychics and mediums have to ponder and think and really, give it their all and really listen hard, right? And wait for the information to come through. I don't know if it's just because I had discovered my gift at a young age or what it is. But what I got to tell you is this, is that when I'm connecting with the other side, it's like the floodgates open. So I just want to bring you through what I see and what I feel when I'm giving a reading so you guys know exactly what happens. Take the online readings, for example, okay? What happens during the online readings is that you're there with other family members, right? Other people from other places. So on my side of the screen, right, what I see is I see a bunch of video blocks. There's all of these videos that are changing in and out with you guys at home. And as I start to see your videos start to turn on, I'll notice that there's certain souls, right, that are on the screen with you. I'll see like a young male with Cindy. I'll see a father figure with Nancy. I'll see, a mother there with Beth. And as I'm looking out on the screen, I start to see these shadows and figures standing behind you guys. I know it sounds a little bit creepy, but it's really not. Right? I start to see these shadows and figurettes behind you guys, and that's how I'll know who to connect with. So, for example, let's say I see a father sitting behind you. I'll look and I'll be like, okay, that looks like that person's father. And I'll be like, all right, Beth, I got to come to you. Your father's right behind you. You lost your father. And then the moment I connect with his spirit, right, all of a sudden it's like the floodgates open, you guys. And here's how spirit communicates with me personally, okay? I'll sense them, I'll feel them, I'll hear them, and I'll get visions of them all at once. So you can understand, right? Everybody thinks, right, when they don't know what a psychic medium does, a lot of people think that when I'm communicating with your loved ones in spirit, that they're coming through and speaking Italian, French, German, or English, right? And that's not the way that it works. Your mother's not there on the side of me going, hey, Matt, hold on. My daughter's here. Can you just let her know that I'm here and with her? Can you let her know that, like, I'm sorry she just watched me pass away, but everything's good now. I'm here. I made it to heaven. I'm actually here with my mother. She's here. Say hi, Ma, right? That's actually not the way that it goes. So just think of it this way. If I had to go and actually listen to your loved ones speak English to me, we would be here all day. If I had to go and like listen to your loved ones and I had to be like, hold on, wait a minute. I have to listen to your mother. All right, your mother's telling me, congratulations to the house. Your mother's telling me that you're going to have two kids, right? I'd be there all day. There's no way. It'd be crazy. But it doesn't matter because it doesn't even work that way, you guys. The souls don't speak in that way. So here's the best way to explain it. Because your loved ones are energy, because their soul is energy, they can transfer information to me very, very, very quickly. So what happens is the minute I connect with your loved one's soul, right? I'll feel that intensely throughout my body. So for example, let's say that your dad passed of a heart attack. I might start to feel my heart start to flutter here in this world. Let's say that your mom passed of an aneurysm. I might start to feel this tingling sensation in my head. And then I'll hear very quickly names, dates, and things whispered to me. So I'll hear like birthday, Anthony, ambulance, right? And then they'll start to show me different things. Like, for example, visions of CPR, visions of them being taken out of the house in a stretcher, visions of their memorial service. And within just seconds, you guys, I can tell you a lot about your loved one. I can tell you that they had passed away. They want to let you know happy birthday. They're with Anthony. They are telling me that they died unexpectedly. They were taken out of the house in the ambulance. Right away, in just a few quick seconds, I can let you know all of those things. And it's actually funny because what's really cool, and this is Charissa's asking me a good question. She goes, they get in your head. It's not like they get in my head. They don't like get in my body, right? But it's just how spirits communicate. So what's cool is that on the other side, let's just talk about how spirits communicate with one another. Your loved ones in spirit, the way that they communicate with one another is this. Let's say your mom and dad both passed away. In heaven, they don't actually speak to one another. They don't actually use words or form sentences. It's all through their minds on the other side. So, and I ask your loved ones in spirit this all the time, like, is it weird? Is it creepy? Like, I personally think that that's creepy, right? That in heaven, they don't have to open up their mouths. They just can talk to one another. And the souls tell me that for them, it's not creepy. And here's the reason why. Because it's not like aliens, right? It's not like aliens where, you see on television where you're sitting there and all of a sudden you hear people talking to you. That's not how it works. in heaven, it's very organic. So the way that the souls explain it to me is that in heaven, when they talk to one another, it feels no different than talking here on earth, right? When the souls talk to one another, they'll talk to their mom and their mom will talk back, or they'll talk to their dad, the dad will talk back, or the mom and dad will talk to one another and not even skip a beat. It's like they feel like they're moving their lips and going through the motions, but they're not, right? And what I can tell you is this, is that it just happens very quickly. And what I want you guys to know is that the same way that you dream dreams of a loved one, that's how I see visions. So I want you to think this. And Crystal's asking me a really good question. Thank you for asking that, Crystal Cruz. Crystal says, is it loud when you hear the spirits? It's actually not. So when I'm doing an online reading or a live event and all of you guys attend, right? It's actually funny, especially on Zoom, because when I go to sit down at this desk but right before an online reading, the room is quiet. But the moment that you guys start to tune in and start to log in, right? All of a sudden, this whole office starts to fill with the voices of your loved ones. And I'll hear, I'm this person's father, I died in this way. I'm this person's mother, and I'll start to feel certain things, and I'll start to feel certain souls. But, it sounds like I could explain it. Almost like being in a crowded restaurant, right? With all these voices that are there. When you're in a restaurant, you can hear like the mumbles of people talking and the chatter back and forth. That's what it sounds like, you guys. And it's not loud, actually. When I connect with your loved ones, it's actually, I have to sometimes listen a little bit to actually hear certain names and places that they're telling me. So if you ever notice during a reading, when I actually have to stop and I'm like, hold on, and I go like this, what I'm actually doing is I'm asking your loved ones specific questions, and I'm asking them to go and to speak up a little bit, because it is sometimes hard to hear. And that's the reason why sometimes when names come through to me, you guys, you'll know that sometimes I might miss the ending. Like I might say, oh, I have Therese with you. And you're like, oh, Teresa? And I'm like, yeah. Or I'll be like, oh, there's a woman here that's telling me that her name was Trey. And you're like, oh, Tracy? And I'm like, yeah, because I'm hearing them on the other side, if that makes sense. So they whisper the names and dates and places to me, but I'll feel and see visions as well. So I want to explain to you kind of the way that it works, all right? Is that when I'm doing a reading for you guys, what's also really cool is the same way that spirits can communicate with you in dreams, they can communicate with me in visions. So here's why that's important. So I was just watching, I think it's so cool. I don't know about you guys, but I find like sleep so cool, like sleep studies and things. So I was watching this documentary about when we dream at night, it might feel like we're dreaming all night long, but really, a dream only lasts a few quick seconds. It lasts 2 or 3 seconds. So you might dream that you're in Rome on the gondolas, having cannolis, sitting and eating ice cream, going through the shops, going and shopping for clothes. You're seeing different people that have passed away, and you're like, and then you might wake up and you're like, oh my God, I couldn't stop dreaming last night. I dreamt I was in Italy. I dreamt I was here. I was there, right? But if you went and measured it, you were only dreaming a few short seconds, but it felt like you were there all night long, right? Does that make sense? So that's one of the things that I want to share with you guys is that, when I'm communicating with the spirit world, that when they transfer me these visions and they happen so fast and they're so intense and they're so quick, you guys. And that's why sometimes I have to actually slow you guys down, because when I'm connecting with your loved ones in spirit, like I'll be sensing and feeling and hearing them and experiencing everything all at once. And then I'm like, okay, I know what you're saying. Hold on. I got to tell you from your mother. And it doesn't stop. But I also want to tell you something else, all right? When I'm connecting with your loved ones in spirit, something else is happening that's really cool as well. And this is what you don't see. When I'm communicating with your loved ones, so Crystal's asking me too, so it would feel timeless. Is it confusing to multitask? For me, it's not, because it's about getting as many messages through as I possibly can, right? And to me, because I'm high energy as well, right? When I'm connecting with your loved ones in spirit, what's really cool is that I'm also asking them questions. So let's say I connect with your father, right? Your father passed away. In my head, I'm asking him questions. How did you die? What's your name? And I call it the psychic template, right? When I'm connecting with your loved ones, I ask them the same questions. How'd you die? What's your name? Who are you looking for? What are some messages that you have from your loved ones? Right off the bat, I think that in my head. So when I'm connecting with your loved ones, I say, who are you? What's your name? Blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking this to them. And then your loved ones respond. Now, your loved ones will either answer all my questions. They'll say, I'm this person's brother, or my name is Henry. I died on this day. This is what my loved one needs to know. Or sometimes it's different. Sometimes your loved ones will say, screw you. I'm not answering those questions. I'm here because I'm this person's sister. And I have to say, I'm sorry because I died of suicide. Right? And then right away, I'll be like, okay, that's more important than my questions. Let me listen to what you're saying. So this is what it's like. I like to think of it that I'm in like a tennis match back and forth with the spirits, right? Is that I'm asking questions, I'm receiving answers. I'm asking them more questions, I'm receiving answers, right? So the thing is that your loved ones in spirit know what it is that you need to hear to be able to heal. And that's the reason why I never have to ask you guys questions when I'm doing a reading. If you notice all my readings, I never ask you guys who you want to hear from. I never ask you, what messages that you need to know. I never ask you, do you have a question for your mom? Is there something you want to ask your dad? I don't have to. Because the thing is that your loved ones in spirit already have an agenda. When they come through to me, it's because they have a message, you guys, right? That's what I try to explain to you. And that's why I got to tell you, you can never force a reading. When a soul comes through to me, I know without a doubt, 100%, that when a soul comes through to me, they're not coming through just to say hello in heaven. They're coming through because there's a specific message for you. Maybe you didn't get to say goodbye. Maybe that soul left and there's unfinished business. Maybe they left on unsaid terms. Maybe you're going through something in your life right now. Maybe you're going through depression. Maybe you're going through anxiety. Maybe that loved one just passed away and needs to let you know they're on the other side. Whatever the message is, there's only one reason why your loved one comes through to me as a medium. It's because they have a message for you. So as much as I would like to, tell you guys, oh yeah, your loved ones love to come through and just say hello, right? That just doesn't happen. I never have, a grandmother in spirit that's like, oh, Matt, just tell my granddaughter, I'm good. I'm fine in heaven. I'm sitting by the pool. I thought death was gonna be hard, but I'm actually sitting here. They serve wine over here, by the way, and it's all good, right? But it's actually not like that, you guys. Now, when I'm doing a reading, let's say that I'm connecting with you and your stepbrother passed away and you didn't have a good relationship, right? I might connect with you. Your stepbrother might come through and I might be like, I need to connect with you. Your stepbrother's here. And he's telling me this, and this. At the end of the reading, I might also say to you, oh, and by the way, your mother's here and appearing to me and saying hello. That sometimes happens. But it's not that I'm walking down the street and everyone's dead loved ones are like, Matt, tell my daughter I said hello. Matt, tell my son I said hello. Matt, tell my best friend I said hello. Matt, I'm this person's dog. Tell him I said hello, right? That's not, I would be overwhelmed. There's no way I would be able to live my life or do my job. But she always says, you're always making me laugh. I'm glad I'm making someone laugh, right? But no, I really want you guys to understand this because there's such a big misconception when it comes to mediumship because there's some mediums that will actually tell you, yeah, you can talk to anybody that you want, anytime, any second, any moment of the day. And, it just doesn't work like that, and I actually just had to recently turn down a TV show because, they wanted to go and they wanted me to guarantee that I could talk to certain people. And I'm like, there's no way I can guarantee that a certain soul will come through. How am I going to guarantee? I can't write a contract from heaven. There's no attorneys in heaven. I can't be like, hey, get that person over here. Sign this line. I want to guarantee that soul's going to come through. Friday night, 6:00, you're coming through, right? It doesn't work that way, you guys. It's all up to the souls on the other side. And I'm going to tell you, even with my own loved ones, right? Carrie thinks the accent's fun. I think it's the accent too. I think everyone loves the accent. But even with my own loved ones, sometimes I'm up and I'm looking in the sky and I'm saying, but where the hell are you? Where's my grandmother? Where's my grandfather? Where's my loved one, right? Because the thing is that on the other side, right, even like you guys, my loved ones don't come through to me every day. I talk to my loved ones every day. Every day, I wake up in the morning, I talk to them. I go to bed, I talk to them. When I'm stressed during the day, right, I'm talking to them right now. Alexa and I, we're moving into a new house. If I don't talk to my loved ones 10 times a day, I don't talk to them at all, right? but they're not here talking to me. They're not here calming me down saying, Matt, it's okay. Everything's going to be fine. You're going to be all right. Right? Because the thing is that they only come through when there's a message for me, when there's something really specific, right? That's when they come through. So that's what I want you guys to know as well. So the question for all of you guys who just tuned in, the question I was asked was, and I got asked this on YouTube, Facebook, and then a million people liked it. Everybody wanted to know, Matt, this was the exact question. Matt, how the hell do you talk to dead people when you don't shut the hell up? Well, it's because your loved ones speak simultaneously to me while I'm doing a reading, right? So because I'm feeling your loved ones, I'm hearing your loved one, I'm seeing your loved one's visions. As this is going through my head, it's almost like I black out. It's kind of funny. And thank you, Alyssa. Thank you so much for that. A lot of times my own family members will say to me, Matt, I always know when you're doing a reading. I always know when you're reading for somebody because you just get this blank look. And it's funny because I get called out all the time. All the time I get called out where literally I'll be like at dinner or I'll be like in the kitchen and like something will come to me, right? Something random, either a piece of information or a spirit or whatever. Like, and then all of a sudden my family members will be like, oh God, who are you reading over there? Who are you reading? Everybody will look up and I always get so embarrassed. And you know what else happens? Is that Alexa, when we first started dating, always used to tell me I embarrassed her because she's like, Matt, you stare at people. Stop staring at people. And like, all right, we're going to talk about this once, and I'm never going to talk about this again. All right. This is the true life of being a psychic medium. All right. Claire says, we don't mind your blank look. So you guys, oh boy, I don't even want to talk about this, but we got to say it. Oh my God, this is something. All right, we're gonna talk about it. So, one day I was in the Macy's. You know the Macy's, the department store. I don't know if you guys got that in the UK. I know everybody here in the United States would know what I'm talking about. But I was at the Macy's. All right. You guys are saying just say it. I'm gonna say it. I was at the Macy's, and when I was at the Macy's, I'm so embarrassed by this story, you guys. Oh my God. God help me. Don't let me get in trouble for saying this. Look, I'm starting to get red. I was at the Macy's and I started to get the reading on this lady who was at the cashier. So I was with my mother. Okay. This is actually back when I was a young boy. Okay. And I don't want to say this story. Oh, this is not a proud moment, but I got to say it. Okay. I'm saying it. Give me a minute, you guys. All right. It's worth it. Hold on. Okay, like I'm getting red. So I was with my mother at the Macy's. This is before I was a public psychic medium. I wasn't talking about my gift. My mom was checking out she doesn't even know the story. My mom was checking out with the cashier, right? My mom was putting like all her clothes down. And the lady at the cashier had a grandmother that had died that was behind her. So I was staring at her, okay? Because her grandmother who had died was behind her and started like talking to me as I was a little boy. So now this is before I was public in my mediumship. Remember now, I had pushed my gift away for many years. So I was looking at her like this, like, kind of like in a trance. Well, the lady was a Dolly Parton, okay? With a low cut short. And the tatas and the coconuts were out to here. She had this low cut shirt on. And here I was as a little boy, right? 16, 17 years old, however I was, okay? Like this. Staring at her. All of a sudden, she goes and like pulls up her shirt. She thought I was staring at her boobies, you guys. She thought I was looking at the titties. I was not. So all of a sudden, like she looked at me, and I don't remember her looking at me. All I remember is her going, and like giving me a look like you sick little boy, right? And I was like so embarrassed. My face turned red. You guys, I was not staring at her boobs. I swear to God, I was not. But I was just in trance. I was in zone. I was in trance. And then it was like too late. I was so embarrassed. I couldn't say to her like, ma'am, no, your grandmother died. I was only 16 years old, right? I was around that age when this had happened. I was like, but she thought that I was. So that's my story. Okay. That's what ended up happening. I've never, ever told that story before, but that's literally mediumship front and center. And listen, she should have been the one who was embarrassed. She was wearing that big low cut shirt, okay, with her grandmother that had died. I'm glad you guys. She says, "What did Granny say?" Guys, it happened so quickly. It happened so fast that I couldn't even tell you what her grandmother said because, like I said, I just like drifted off, and like the minute that I don't know what I did. I don't know what I can only imagine what my face was. But when I was looking at her and reading her, right, that's what happened. And I can't tell you how many times that has happened. Like, where I'll be at a store, or whatever, and I'll get like messages for people, or like I'll be out and about and I'll see them. People will think that I'm like actually like staring them down or something. Like I'm looking at them like um looking at them like either I'm judging them or something like that. But it's really that I'm listening to this. I'm just deep in trance. And Mandy goes, "You're hilarious." Matt, listen, Mandy, I can't make this shit up. You really can't. So, anyways, that's what happened. So what I want you guys to know is that I feel like I'm never gonna live this down. No, I told you this. I haven't even told my mother this. I'm gonna have to hang up and tell my mom the story tonight because like she never knew about this. Like I was so embarrassed and I thought like I couldn't even tell my mom. That's how bad it was. All these years I kept this inside. So thank you. I feel like that was just so healing for me to tell this story to you guys about that. Okay. So anyway, what I want you guys to know is this, is that when connecting with your loved ones, right, it's a two-way conversation. They use it all in my body. So the information comes through really, really fast. And I have to make sure at the end of the day, I put a lot of pressure on myself. So I have to make sure. Oh my God, Mandy's still on it. Mandy said she cannot stop laughing. That is so, so funny. I got to tell you guys that I put a lot of pressure on myself because I want to make sure that I get as much information to you guys as I possibly can, and I'm so afraid that when your loved ones start coming through and talking so quickly, I'm so afraid I'm going to miss something. I feel like if I wait or I don't tell you that right at that moment, right, that I'm going to miss what your loved one had said to me or what they're telling me. And I have one thing, okay? I have a personal policy, and that is when you come to me as a medium, I have to tell you every single thing that I see, right? And at the end of the reading, I have to make sure that you know what I know. Because I remember when I first started doing mediumship, people used to ask me all the time, right? Like, "Oh, Matt, like, I got a reading from you from my mom, and, are you sure? Are you sure you didn't see something else? Are you sure you didn't know more? Are you sure? Blah, blah, blah." And I realized that was a really big fear with people. And I asked some people certain things like, "Why would you ask me that?" And they said, "Well, I've been to other mediums, right? And, I guess I don't know how every medium does their readings, but I know that the people I talked to in the very beginning, when I first started out, told me that they went to other mediums and other mediums would time their messages. So so let's say they had a 10-minute reading, right? They would go and get a 10-minute reading, and after that 10-minute timer would go off, boom, that was it. No more reading. So they were telling me that during certain readings with certain mediums, they always felt like they didn't get all of the information, like the medium held back, and they would keep paying again and again and again to hear more and more and more and more. So a $10 reading would turn into a $120 reading because they would keep coming back because they would feel like, they missed out, if that makes sense. So what I can tell you is that I never want anybody to feel that way with me. So I make sure that when you guys come to see me, I tell you every single thing that I see and hear. You can know 100%, okay, that I can't hang up the phone on the spirits, right? That's why some readings are 5 minutes, some readings are 10 minutes, some readings are 12. It all depends on how much your loved ones have to say. And there's some people that go so pissed at me, you guys. They write in and they're like, "Matt, you really need to tone down. You need to stop spending so much time on a certain reading. You read that one lady for 8 minutes." And I'm like, "Listen, that one lady had a son coming through. Her son died. He passed of mysterious circumstances, and she needed to know why. I can't just make her son stop talking. I can't tell her son in spirit, 'Hey, listen, I'm sorry, I'm on the clock. Like 5 minutes, or you're done.' Like it doesn't work that way, So that's one of the things that I want to share with you as well. Oh God. Oh my God. So Karen saying TikTok last night was the funniest, the panty upset. Are you gonna bring that up, Karen? That was a TikTok only. That was a TikTok only. I said we were gonna talk about it on TikTok. We were never gonna say that again. All right. You guys, you're worse than a guidance counselor. You get things out of me. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it, but you get things out of me. I don't know how you do this, but you do. And I gotta tell you guys, it's like every time I come on here, I try to be politically correct. We try not to talk about the Macy's. We try not to talk about the panties. We try not to talk about any of these things. And next thing you know, I get asked these questions. I don't know. This only happens to me. Every other medium has the normal clients. Why is it me every year? Every year, okay? I get the crazy clients, all right? In the best way possible, that is. I get the clients that ask me about, do we do it on the other side? Are we able to do the naughty in heaven? Do our loved ones see us in the bedroom? Does my dad know what's in my nightstand drawer? I get all these crazy questions. All right. Julie says we'll send out Bill. Why can't I just have the normal clients for once? No, I love you guys. I love you guys. You have no idea. That's what makes it so fun, right? I gotta tell you, I secretly like it. All right. So anyways, that's what it all is. No, we are not talking about the pansies today. Okay, we're not doing about that. Thank you so much. So, you guys are so funny reading all the comments. There's the comments. Please tell me, is there alcohol? Is there not alcohol in heaven? Oh my God, the questions I get asked. But anyways, no. So when I'm connected with your loved ones, the thing is that when I'm connecting with you guys, it's message after message, soul after soul after soul, and how they communicate and speak is all at once. So that's really what it is. Oh, you guys are so funny. And listen, I gotta tell you something. I've never seen more. All right. I really should not. I really should not be, how do you say it? Um, you guys are the best. I'm reading all these comments. I really should not be what's it called? Uh why can't I tell? I can't find the word. Oh my God. That's what happens when stuff late at night. All right. I shouldn't get embarrassed. That's the word I was looking for. Shouldn't get embarrassed, you guys, because I gotta tell you, how many times during my online readings have I seen things that we should not have to see? How many times have I seen naked husbands walk by, people drinking at 9 o'clock in the morning? One lady, okay. I always tell people when we do the live online group readings, this is live and your camera can turn on at any given time. So please make sure that you watch what you're doing. You guys, too many times to count. There have people been on the live online group readings on the toilet. Okay? Talk about being in the zone. Let me tell you something. When I do the live online group readings, right, when you guys start to appear, I don't look really what's going on your screen. I'm not paying attention to see if you're drinking, if you're breastfeeding, if you're wiping your behind, right? So when I'm in my zone connecting to spirits, I'm looking at the spirits. I'm not looking at you guys. I'm not looking to see if your house is messy or clean. I'm not looking to see if your husband's wearing clothes in the background, right? I'm so focused on the dead that it's almost like, it's almost like I don't even see the living, right? I'm just so laser focused. And it's actually funny because when I do my live events, and especially even like with the reality show, right? Everyone always asks me like, Matt, how is it that you do the reality show with cameras around you all the time? I'm like, listen, the dead are around me all the time. Like, I'm so focused on the dead, I don't even pay attention to the cameras being there. It's like they just go away. So anyways, I'm telling you this because how many times have we caught people on the toilet, you guys? Every time I say that this is live, all right, make sure you're doing what you do. Make sure you're paying attention to doing what you're doing. I went to connect with this woman. I wasn't paying attention. She was on the toilet, you guys. She swore. She swore during the online reading. She goes, Matt, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. She goes, I'm sitting on the toilet because my kids are very loud and I just needed a quiet place. She goes, I'm not doing anything on the toilet. I'm going to tell you right now, I heard a flush. Right? We're going to talk about this right now. We're never going to talk about it. I heard a flush. So she can say all she wants. I heard a flush, but she still got a message from the other side. So I guess it was worth it. I don't know. But anyways, you guys, that being said, if you want to join a live online reading with me, if you haven't gotten a reading with me yet, what I want you guys to know is September is completely sold out for online readings. Every day is sold out. October, every single day is sold out except for the Halloween psychic seance with me and my mom. But I want you guys to know that there's a few dates in November. So November 2nd just sold out, but there's a few dates in November that are available right now. So if you'd like to join me for a live online reading, okay, right here in this office, it's a live online video reading on Zoom. Here's what you need to know. You don't need a Zoom subscription, okay? You don't need any fancy technology, and it doesn't matter where you live, all right? All you need, most people attend just using their iPhones or their cell phones. All you do is when you sign up for an online reading, I will send you your login information, and it'll give you 3 steps. You click the link, you download the free Zoom app, it's free, and then that's it. The day of the reading, boom, I come up on your screen, just like you're seeing right now on YouTube or Facebook, right? It's really cool. But not only do I see you, but you guys see me, and we're able to communicate right through the cell phone or the computer or the tablet, whatever you're on. So if you would like a reading with me, by now I'm sure you've seen all of the hundreds of people who have gotten readings, right? Every single person who has gotten a live reading with me, those are not private readings, you guys. Sadly, I have not done private readings in over 5 years. The only way to get a reading with me is to go to my website, meetmattfraser.com, and sign up for a live online group reading event. And that's when I'll be connecting you with your loved ones in spirit, just like you see on the videos here on Facebook and YouTube. So meetmattfraser.com is where you can go to sign up, but I can only allow a limited amount of people. So September's already sold out, October is already sold out, November 2nd is sold out. So if you want the next available date, you've got to go to meetmattfraser.com. I'm going to put the link in the comments, and you have to make sure that you are signed up for the next available spot in November. There's a few to choose from. Also, you guys, while I have you here, if you didn't hear, I am coming to give live readings on tour starting September 29th. September 29th, I'll be coming to Canada. Is anyone here from Canada? I'm coming to Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada to give live readings at Casino New Brunswick, September 29th. There's a few spots left, you guys. That event is almost sold out. Then I'm coming to Harris, Michigan for 2 nights. I'll be giving live readings at the Island Resort Casino on October 6th and October 7th. I'm also coming to Omaha, Nebraska. I'll be at the Holland Center for the Performing Arts. That's October 14th. I'm coming to Kansas City, Missouri for the very first time, where I'll be giving live readings at the Uptown Theater on October 15th. I'm also coming to Laughlin, Nevada, where I'll be giving live readings on November 25th at the Edgewater Resort Casino. November 26th, I'll be in Santa Rosa, California at the Luther Burbank Center for the Arts. December 7th, I'll be in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania at the Wind Creek Event Center. And then also Foxwoods Resort Casino in Connecticut. I'll be there December 9th. And February 4th, I'll be at the Hard Rock Sacramento in Wheatlands, California. So if you would like to join me and meet me live in person, I'll be giving live in-person readings. You can go to meetmattfraser.com to join one of those tour dates, or just go to meetmattfraser.com if you can't make it to join the next online reading. Last thing I got to tell you guys before you go, really important. I want you guys to know that on October 30th, the night before Halloween, me and my mom are coming together. As you guys know, my mom is also a psychic, different psychic than I am. I'm a medium. I connect with the dead. My mom is a life psychic, meaning that she can see things about your life. She can see who you're going to marry. She can see, what's going to happen 5 years from now. She can see, if you're going to land that dream job, whatever it is, that's what my mom can see. So it's crazy. She's told me so many things about my life that even I haven't been able to see because my gift works differently. So anyways, me and my mom are teaming up. We're putting our abilities together for the very first time. And on October 30th, the night before Halloween, at 9:00 p.m., we're going to be doing a live online psychic seance. You have to be registered to attend. It's right on my website. And during the psychic seance event, me and my mom are going to be putting our psychic abilities together. We're going to be reading you guys. We're going to be answering your questions live during this event about psychic ability and mediumship and the afterlife. But we're also going to be doing something really amazing. We're going to be teaching you how to safely connect with your loved ones in spirit using your own psychic connection, because we all have a psychic connection. And so many of you, as I'm reading your comments and as I've been watching all of the little messages that you post to me, I know that many of you are very psychic yourself. Many of you have your own gifts and abilities. So that being said, I wanted to bring on the person that I've learned from, my mom. So I'm going to share here with all of you on October 30th. We're doing that live online psychic seance event. That's where I'll be connecting you with your loved ones in spirit. And so will my mom. And we're also going to be teaching you how to harness your own psychic energies and connect with your loved ones in spirit. So it's definitely an event that you definitely want to attend. You can get your tickets at meetmattfraser.com. You can get it at the tour on the tour dates page or the online readings page. You'll see it says Halloween Psychic Seance. It's a one-time only event, you guys. We can only do it the night before Halloween because that's when the spirits are the strongest and the easiest to communicate. So I am really, really excited about that. And I hope you are too. So meetmattfraser.com is where you can go to reserve your spot. And I want to thank you guys so much for being on here with me. You have no idea how much you all mean to me. You guys are absolutely, just amazing. And I don't think of you as fans or followers. I think of you guys as, no, goes, can you please put up the link? Yeah, it's meetmattfraser.com. Sorry, it's right there. I think of you guys as family. And it's funny because, speaking of I'm going to go back to this. The other day, I was at the Macy's again. All right. And this time I didn't see anything like I saw before. So I was at the Macy's. And it was Alexa and I, and we were walking through the Macy's. It was like, what, 12 o'clock noon. So all of a sudden, there was this woman who turns around. She was at the jewelry counter, and she goes, "Is that Roy Cerrone?" Because I had Royce with me, right? And I was like, "It sure is Roy Cerrone." And then it was like, guys, it was like a commercial. Somebody else down the other end goes, "Did someone say Roy Cerrone? I know Roy Cerrone." And then another one was like, "Roy Cerrone, is it the Roy Cerrone?" And 3 people all of a sudden jumped up and came running over to Alexa and I and the baby. And everyone was like, "Oh my God, Matt." And we were so excited to see them. It was just amazing. And I got to tell you that happens so much. And I love it. You have no idea, especially like that warms my heart when I come to places I've never been before, like places in Canada, places in all across the country, like Mississippi. When I was in Barbados, right, for Alexa and I's honeymoon, and people were coming up to me and saying, "Matt, oh my God," and they're like, "I feel like I know you," and I'm like, "I feel like I know you guys as well because I talk to you all the time." So that being said, I know. Janine says, "Royce, your son is more famous than you are." Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Nobody even gives a shit about me anymore. It's so funny. When Alexa and I are out, everybody flocks to Royce. Everyone knows him more so than us, I feel. But Nancy goes, "I love how you say the Macy's." How else do you say it? You don't say the Macy's? You don't have you know what I'm talking about, the Macy's? You guys know? The Macy's. You got the My Macy card? Oh my God. I don't know. Everyone said, the Macy's. You don't call it is that a Rhode Island thing? You go to the Macy's. You go to the Stop and Shop, right? Huh? Crystal's laughing at me. I don't know. I don't know what it is. We just said that. Lisette says, "I never say the Macy's." You never say the Macy's? Oh my God. I would say it's just Macy's. Come on. It's not. I don't know. It's the Macy's, right? I don't know. But anyway, that being said, you guys, so excited to see you. Thank you guys so much for being up. Oh, I see. Tracy's saying it's it must be a New England thing. We say everything. The Macy's, right? The Macy's. I gotta go to the Subway. Oh God. All right. Linda says she'll never look at Macy's the same now. All right, you guys, I'm going to go to bed. I hope to see you at the online psychic seance October 30th. I hope to see you live on tour. And if you can't join me live on tour, don't forget I have those online readings that are up for November. You guys are the best. Have a great night and trust in the signs.